How important are dates? History often gets a bad reputation. Many people think history is just about memorizing dates, the year a king was crowned, or the day a battle was fought. But is that really what history is? History is actually about change over time. It helps us understand how people lived in the past and how life slowly changed into what we see today. Whenever we compare the past with the present, we use ideas like before and after. That is how time becomes important in history. In our daily lives, we don't always stop to ask historical questions. We often assume that the world around us has always been this way. But sometimes curiosity strikes. When you see someone drinking tea at a roadside stall, you may wonder, when did people start drinking tea or coffee? When you look out of a train window, you might ask, how did people travel long distances before railways existed? And when you read a newspaper in the morning, you may think, how did people get news before newspapers were printed? These simple questions are actually historical questions. History is not just about dates. It is about understanding people, ideas, and change over time. All historical questions lead us back to one important idea: time. But time does not always mean a fixed year or a single date. Not everything in history happens on one exact day or in one exact month. Many changes take place slowly over a long period of time. For example, people in India did not start drinking tea on one fine day. They slowly developed a taste for it over many years. That is why there is no single clear date for such a change. In the same way, we cannot fix one exact date for when British rule began, or when the national movement started, or when big changes happened in society and the economy. All these changes happened over a stretch of time. So instead of exact dates, we often talk about a span of time, an approximate period when changes became visible. You may wonder then, why do we still connect history with so many dates? There is a reason for this. In the past, history mainly focused on kings, rulers, and big events. Historians wrote about the year a king was crowned, the year he married, the year he fought a war, the year he died, and the year the next ruler came to power. For such events, specific dates mattered, and debates about dates were important. But today, historians study much more than rulers and battles. They ask new questions. They study how people earned their living, what they produced and ate, how cities grew and markets developed, how kingdoms were formed, how new ideas spread, and how cultures and societies changed over time. That is why history is not just about dates, it is about people, ideas, and change over time. Which dates are important in history? And how do we decide which dates really matter? The truth is, dates are not important by themselves. They become important because we choose to focus on certain events. When historians decide what is important to study, the dates linked to those events become important too. And when our focus changes, a new set of dates begins to matter. Let us look at an example. In the past, many history books written by British historians in India focused mainly on the rulers of British India. History often began with the first Governor-General, Warren Hastings, and ended with the last Viceroy, Lord Mountbatten. Each chapter was named after a Governor-General or Viceroy. We read about their deeds, their policies, and their achievements. Hastings, Wellesley, Bentinck, Dalhousie, Canning, Lawrence, Lytton, Ripon, Curzon, Harding, Irwin. It seemed like a never-ending line of rulers. All the dates in these history books were connected only to these personalities and to what they did. It was almost as if nothing else mattered, as if the lives of ordinary people were not important enough to be part of history. The chapters of history followed the lives of rulers, not the lives of the people of India. But this makes us ask an important question. Can history be written in a different way? Can we write history by focusing on farmers, workers, traders, women, artists, thinkers, and ordinary families? When we write a story, we divide it into chapters to make it clear and easy to understand. History works the same way, but the chapters we choose decide whose story is being told. If history revolves only around governor-generals, then the lives and activities of Indians have no space in that story. So, what should we do? The answer is simple. We need a new way of writing history. A way that looks beyond rulers and dates and focuses on people, society, and change. When our focus changes, the old dates may no longer seem so important, and a new set of dates linked to people's lives, movements, ideas, and social change becomes important to understand the past better.
Go beyond the dates. The History Time Machine awaits.